food trucks. And people wonder, what's involved in having a food truck, especially related, say, to insurance. Well, a food truck is a business, and it's also, a vehicle. So you need to have two types of insurance if you have a food truck. Whoever owns the land where you park your food truck is going to want you to have a good business owner's policy. Now, business owner's policy has a lot of optional coverages that you can get, but the two main coverages that you want to be concerned about if you have a food truck is going to be your liability coverage and your personal property coverage, or your business property. Now, your business property is kind of obvious, anything inside the truck that is loose, your utensils, maybe you got a TV or some fancy screen or something like that. But anything, related to the business, that would be covered on your business policy, and that would be your property. Now, your liability coverage on your business policy is going to cover your liability if somebody slips and falls, if somebody, say, gets food poisoning from some bad food, and they say that you're responsible for their injuries, they have to go to the hospital or whatever else. So your liability coverage covers you really if you get sued, if somebody holds you responsible for their damages or their injuries. Now, if you're parking on your own property, you still should have business liability coverage, because think about it, it would just take one lawsuit that could totally put you out of business. Also could hurt your brand, Of course, insurance can't really protect you from somebody trying to hurt your brand, but it does protect you financially, because if somebody sues you and they say that you're responsible for their injuries, they can put you out of business if you don't have good insurance. So whether you're parked on somebody else's property, you're parked on your own property, you still should have a business policy that covers your business liability and also your business property. Lastly, something people don't always think about, if you have a business, it's really important that you have commercial auto insurance, especially if you're like moving, say, the food truck to a different location, because your personal auto insurance is supposed to be used for personal use, not for business use. And if you look at your auto policy, in the exclusions, it will say, this vehicle is used for personal use, not for business use. If you're using your vehicle for business use, you do need to have a commercial auto policy. And the good thing about commercial auto insurance, it's not always more expensive than personal auto insurance. So you should definitely get it and get a quote for it. And it usually offers you higher liability limits, which also protects your business. Well, if you have any questions about, food truck insurance or any other kind of business insurance, just shoot me an email or go to my YouTube channel and subscribe, and I'd be happy to answer your questions in a future video. You can also give me a call. Thanks.